Okay, the rain delayed and rain affected second test is underway. India are all out for 107 on the second day, which is basically the first day of play. Um, Anderson gets 5 for 20. Good showing from Jimmy Anderson. Sam Curran and Wokes also played their part, gutting the middle order, taking 4 middle order wickets. There was a run out. Stuart Broad, obviously, the other seamer, doing his bit as well. And I felt Stuart Broad actually looked the weakest of the England attack today. He did bowl a lot of overs in 2 separate spells, but he was giving more gimme balls away. In a low-scoring test match, you shouldn't do that. As it stands, Ravi Ashwin top score with 29. That sums up India's day. Now, Ravi Ashwin is a decent player. He's a very, very good spin bowler, and yeah, he can contribute 50s and 100s with the bat at first-class level. But he shouldn't be your main run getter. If the rest of your lineup has failed so abysmally, and yes, the conditions were testing, and the ball was just swinging all over the place. But that does sum up how India did not adapt to the conditions. They didn't adapt to the weather. They couldn't adapt to the reverse swing and the outswing and the in swingers. It doesn't matter. They couldn't deal with the movement. There was a lot of flirting with the outside edge. There was a lot of, and there, yeah, again, drop catches. That's England's weakness. Is in when right-handed batsmen are batting, is that slip cordon, and third man and gully. That area of the field, they are dropping a lot of catches. It was an issue in the last test at Edgbaston. It was an issue today. On looking at it, India and their bowlers need to look at today's how the ball moved. They need to look at the weather conditions for tomorrow because there's going to be a bit of rain in the morning, floating around, the odd shower before play starts. The outfield's going to be very, very wet, which if the ball runs on that, that's going to be like it's raining. The dampness on the ball, that will affect how the ball behaves. There's going to be dampness on the wicket. I mean, looking at the weather now, there's another storm coming in, which is going to look like it's going to chuck it down a fair bit. But tomorrow they should get predominantly a whole day's play. If India are to have a chance of drawing or even winning the test match, they need to get England out at some point tomorrow. If they allow England to bat all day, that could be the test match done. Because the rest of the days ahead is going to be very, very similar to today and yesterday, where there could be very limited playing time because of the conditions. So Kohli's got to get his bowlers round and go, right, we have to target Jennings and Cook very, very early on, the two left-handers. We have to really target them, get them out. Get Giroud in early, like they did with Kohli today, and get him out early. If they cannot do that, and Jennings and Cook all root, depending who opens the batting alongside, if it's Jennings or Root open batting with Cook. If one or two or all three of them get 20s, 30s, 40s, and get some decent runs, that lays a platform for the batsmen like Bairstow, Joss Buttler, and then down to like Rashid, Wokes, and Curran, who can just they're the more aggressive batsmen. If a batsman can get in or a couple of batsmen can get in, India's day in the field will be terrible. But it all depends on what the temperature is, how overcast it is, and how much moisture is in the air. Weather conditions are having far more of an impact on this test match than the last one, and more of an impact on this test match than the Pakistan series at the beginning of the summer when it was less rain and drier. And this is where the people question why we've got to wait two months between test series. If they had played this series a month earlier, the ball would have behave a lot differently, and I feel we would have had a far different test match so far on this second test. But for some reason, they've scheduled this test series much later in the summer, and now the weather has changed. That's not to say later on this month it won't, get hot again and be like it was at the beginning of the summer where we've had this 2-month heat wave. That could still happen. But India have to adapt to these conditions very quickly. England, they need to get some batting confidence, especially Jennings and Cook. They really need to get some runs behind them. I would expect India to open with pace like England did today and bring Ashwin in, if need be, after about 20 overs. Once the bowlers have got their eye in and the batsmen are, if there's batsmen getting out, then bring Ashwin in just to really shake it up. England didn't need to use Rashid today. So that says something about the pitch, that it's more of a pace pitch. But we'll see. Anyway, India all out for 107. Jimmy Anderson gets 5 for 20, and England are in pole position. However, looking at the Pakistan Test series at the beginning of the summer, anything could happen. England could have a catastrophic batting collapse. That tends to happen with England at the moment. The last couple of years, that's an issue they need to work out. But the conditions will suit batting more. But I still think bowling has an advantage. It's just how long England can bat tomorrow and what total. If they bat aggressively and just go for it and treat it like a T20 and then it's going to be swashbuckling, so be it. They need to score and score quick. They also need to get as many runs as possible and be as aggressive as possible because the weather is going to be like it was today later on the weekend and next week. So they need to get a score. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your comments below and I'll have some more videos for you soon.